What's up, guys? Back with another render reboot tutorial. I'm going to show you how I utilize the 3D grass material as well as the water material for this scene. Let's get right into the video. All right, so the first thing you see is that we have our cabins laid out, and this was modeled in Revit 2024. And also, just kind of showing you a couple assets that I use. We do have some chairs, and these were pulled from Twinmotion. So you can go to objects, home, and you can go down to backyard, chairs, and we have several different options there. And we also use the backyard firewood. You can find that at Sketchfab, and also some more outside furniture that you can find in Sketchfab as well. So you can go to Sketchfab, you can go into your search bar. Okay, so that pretty much sums it up as far as some of the assets that I use. Everything else is modeled in Revit. Guys, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. And also check out the 3D scene on renderreboot.com. Okay, so now that we have all that, let's go ahead and start applying some of these materials and tweak some settings and see if we can get some good results. All right, so we can go to material and we're going to go to 3D grass here. And we're going to apply our 3D grass onto this surface area here. So we're just going to drag and drop onto our viewport. Okay. So when we did that, you can see that now we have more options available to us as far as appearances, accent meshes, and color for our 3D grass. And before we do that, let's go ahead and apply our water material. So we go to materials, and go to water, and I use River 01. So we're going to take River 01 and apply it to our surface area here. And at first glance, this looks pretty decent, but we're going to make some more adjustments. So let's also add some more assets here. And we're going to add some rocks. So we're going to go to user library, and I have this Nordic forest cliff large here. Okay. So as you can see, this came from Sketchfab. I just saved it to my user library just for time. And you can see it doesn't have a backside. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover it up, and we're just going to try to blend it in into the hill here. Okay. So that looks good. And we have another one, and we're going to apply it on the edge here. And guys, you can turn this any type of orientation that you want. This is just what I did for this particular scene, just to try to give some type of context to the scene. Okay. All right. So now that we have that, let's start making some adjustments and to our 3D grass. Okay. So we're going to go to our material picker here, and we're going to select our 3D grass. Okay. So now we're going to start making some adjustments. So we can go to appearance, and as you can see, we have different type of grass. We have flat grass, we have dry grass, we have dead shrubs. So we can utilize any type of appearance that we want for this particular 3D scene. And I think it looks even better when you actually hit render so you can see what it really looks like. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're gonna go ahead and hit render. Okay. So we hit render, but I'm not going to use the option for dead shrubs. We're going to use straight grass. Okay. So we have straight grass here. And what I'm going to do is click on my image. Okay, so now we can see what's happening with our grass a lot better. I think it looks pretty good. My render path tracer is set to high. I didn't want to set it too high. Normally I'll go to 2048 or you can go to 1048 if you want to. But I'm utilizing 256 right now. So, I mean, we can change the max bounce to 30. Okay, so let's continue to make some adjustments to our grass here. All right, so right now the random seed is at 1750. That's fine. We can change our scale if we like, our cut, our fuzziness, our spawn angle. So with our spawn angle, we can make adjustments there. And as you can see here, we're losing some of our grass here, which doesn't look too bad, but for this one, we're going to keep it at 60. But we are going to utilize our accent meshes. So Twinmotion does have different choices. You can do weeds. You can do mushrooms here. You can even do field poppers. So you can dress this scene up the way you want it. For me, I thought the best choice was this option here. So we can change the probability. Right now it's at 100%. We can minimize how many flowers that we see so it doesn't appear overbearing. But for this particular scene, I did keep it at 100%. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button and hit the subscribe button. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good. And here we can also enable our color and we can make adjustments to our grass if we wanted to. Right now it's at 99, 113 at 46. And we can lighten our grass up if we wanted to, or we can darken it. So I think I want to keep it at the default. Let's look at our dryness here. So right now it's at 0.0. So we can crank it up just a little bit. 0.1 is enough. Okay. All right. So now let's use our material picker and pick our river 01. Let's pick our water and see if we can make some adjustments there. So right now we have translucency at 4%. Let's make it 10%. We can also adjust our turbidity to 5%. Right here is at 5%. We can change that if we wanted to. We can change our caustic size, our caustic's intensity. We can also change the wave intensity. So for this particular scene, I think 50% is fine. It kind of shows that water is moving. So there's some movement going on, which I think looks pretty good for the rendering. So yeah, so I think this was a pretty quick tutorial. I just wanted to show you some of the details that I use for the 3D grass and the water to get the effect that I've gotten out of this rendering. So guys, for the next video, I will be showing you the path tracer settings that I use for this particular rendering. So I hope that this video was helpful and we'll be back with another one.